Hi everybody. So I've got a bit of a different angle today. One day I'll figure it out, right? How is everybody's full moon? The full moon hangs around for 3 days. Trying to figure out where I'm meant to be looking. It's been a while since I've done these readings. To be fair, like this, I feel like I want to move it. Oh, that's kind of cool. Because my phone's a flip one, so I can put it on an angle, right? But now I can't see my face. Oh my gosh. Let's just have a sip of this tea for a moment. This makeup I have today. Had it since I was like, I don't know how old I was, maybe 4. My nanny used to make us Milos in them. She pretty much raised us. And when I was at her house, she said she was going to give them to my cousin for his twins. And I was like, no, you're not. You can't give them our cups. Like, if you give it to anybody, it's going to be for me. I mean, you know, using that cup is a big part of my childhood. Anyway, so I got both the cups. And if my sister ever talks to me again, I will give her her cup, but I respect her her not wanting to be in my life. It's fine. Right, let's do some saging. I'm running out. It's pretty slim pickings up in here. I'm gonna get some next week. I actually haven't brought any in Auckland yet. So it'll be interesting to find some. I have to go on an adventure and find a new witch shop. Confirmation book. Spirit guides, angels, please come down and cleanse our area, cleanse our energy. Oh, just burnt me pants. Right in the crutch too. My lilac pants. How rude. Maybe I needed some cleansing on my root chakra, obviously. Lord, please bless this reading. Protect us. Remove any negative energy or oh, it's just starting to rain. Cool. I love it when it rains on the full moon. After the full moon, because it's like rain is very cleansing. It washes away all the old energy, cycles, what no longer serves us. Quite often I go through a bunch of emotions and then it'll just rain and I'm like, yes, wash it away. Water is so healing. There's a little bird I'm watching and it's trying to fly against the wind to get to a tree. You might feel like you're flying against the wind. Maybe it's just time to flow. Get to safety. It's just 2 little birds like flying together against the roughness of the wind. I had all sorts of interesting bird stuff going on around my house. I've got 3 magpies, which is like the New Zealand crow, pretty much. And they live here, like this is their territory. My home is their territory. They definitely run this place. They sit at my window, they talk to me, and so I googled it on how to greet the magpie, and you're meant to say to them, you're meant to greet them and say, "Hello, Mr. Magpie." And so I do. I say, "Hello, Mr. Magpie," to my magpies. And I've seen them a few times with hawks that have tried to come in, because I feed them. And these hawks have tried to come in, and they've got this strategy, the magpie, and they literally chase these hawks away. And a hawk is like they're a brutal bird. And they're a lot bigger too. They are a lot bigger. Alright. That's that finished, and I'm just getting covered in this with my lilac pants on. They now have a burn in the crotch. They're new too. There's definitely some new energy coming in though. I hope you've managed to shift any of your, but like Alice in Wonderland today with all my I hope you guys have managed to shift your fears, shift your limiting beliefs, shift anything the universe decided to throw at you the last few days, overcome spiritual attacks. It has been very testing. Your anxiety. 444, you are protected. We've just been put through the ringer a little bit, right? So, like, we are meant to be honouring our inner child, making sure they're safe, testing our adult self, our parent self, because our inner child is where we dream from. Our inner child is our power. That's our manifesting. It comes from our inner child. Do you remember being a child? Do you remember being a child and having dreams and having an imagination? And I literally changed the colour of my own eyes when I was a child. Like, my imagination, like, I was an epic manifester. I still am, but as you get older, you get all the self-doubt, and like, it's different. Like, children are very pure, and we seem to get tainted as we get older. Maybe being a child is more forgiving. What should we get into? My daughter was reading me some stories last night from when she was 12. She's 18 now. A bunch, like, boxes of her stuff that I thought she might like, but she's not ready to take them yet. 2 of my children have grown up and pretty much moved out. And I have one left with me. He's almost 14. He has ADHD. And yeah, I'm not sure if I imagine he'll leave me one day too. I'll be ready by then, maybe. I was very young when I had children. I'm probably about the right age now to have children, and they've grown up. But she was reading me these stories, and they were amazing. Like, even her vocabulary and her, like, she could write amazing books. They were like fictional stories, but her imagination was just gorgeous. I was listening and I was like, oh my gosh. Like, go back, remember in the time when we were young, and, you know, our imagination was just so big before it really got, you know, before we got told, like, to get with reality, to get real, to get our head in the right place, to get our head out of the clouds. And, we got really oppressed and we got really categorized. We got put in these boxes, and it was, to control us. So undoing all that conditioning work so that we can manifest these dreams and goals. There's a lot of power in those deep-rooted dreams we made as a child. Like, start exercising and going back and asking for those downloads to come back in. What did I want to be? How did I see my life back then when I was innocent, when I was pure, before the world took its pieces out of me, before it knocked me down, before it tried to mold in me and shape me into what we're meant to be, Like, I was thinking last night, like we had, when I was about 3, my memories start at 3. And even through the trauma and stuff I went through, I managed to kind of keep myself kind of safe in these secret places I made in my imagination. Children do that. They have these safe places they build. And I carried that through my adulthood as well. So I remember, I think it was on camera, like there's obviously no tapes or anything left anymore. I'm not sure what happened to the last one of like when I was a child, with the old VCR tapes. But one of them was like we had 30 top hits on like a Sunday or something, a Sunday morning, like music clips, the countdown from 30 to number 1, like your charts. And I would be there the whole morning with my hairbrush just performing. Singing away in my hairbrush, and that came to me yesterday, and I totally forgot. I'm like, I was 3 years old and was like, I want to be a singer and a dancer, and I got caught up in all these things, but I have literally danced since I could walk. I've just made it's just been a part of my life. It's something my body likes to do. Like when I had children, I was very young and I didn't have any friends. I didn't have, a family. We won't even go into that. But let's just say I was alone. I was very alone. It was just me and my kids, and I used to dance. I'd do the housework and dance and had music, and music kept me sane. Music kept me, music has always been a big part of my life, and my children too. I haven't seen them dance. I've taken them to a few festivals, but they're not, it might come to them later on in life. They might find, and there's a thing in our family with dances too. Like my cousins, they had, it's raining quite nice now. My cousins had dance schools and stuff. My little cousin, she had her own burlesque company. She was a teacher. She had a lot of support. She had a lot, of investors and training and stuff. And so, she didn't stick to it. Like if I had investors, I'd do some cool shit too. I tell you now. And everything I've done on my own without any support, basically. Or I have my angels, I have God, I have my ancestors. They back me up in the spiritual world. But on the physical plane, I've done everything on my own. I do not rely on physical support a lot of the time, because it comes with control, and I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of control. I am very independent. I'm a very free spirit, and any kind of control I sense or narcissism, and I start getting wriggly, and I start watching. I'm the mouse. I'm the quiet one. I've just talked for 15 minutes without even pulling out my cards. But anyway, that's what I feel like after that full moon and releasing is what you should be looking at, is reverting back to who you wanted to be, what you wanted to be, and pulling on that power, pulling on those gifts, because there was a path made way back then. There was a path made before we got here, right? And we knew it as children, and then the world has shaped us, and we've ended up doing... There's a massive seagull. We've got 5 of Cups here. We've got a breakup, unresolved issues, loss, death of a situation, or like a separation. So it's looking like this situation didn't work out, and you've dealt with it. Lesson learned, right? You might be still dealing with it. It might be still, you might be becoming more and more aware of the situation and how deep it really goes. So it takes time sometimes. You get a feeling, you get some intuition, so you stop it. And then stuff, hidden secrets come out. Looks like you've spoken up about it. Yeah, so there's definitely, I don't want to repeat myself. I don't want to be repetitive to my other readings, but this is kind of where it's at. Still sitting in this energy of ending a situation and trying to, like, waiting for that change to come in, waiting for the next thing to come in. Those cards are saying that you have a lot of talent, you have a lot of skills, and this might be what has been attracting the wrong kind of people to you, and having to build your self-worth via learning these lessons, these harsh lessons, waking you up, activating you more and more so, like you don't belong here. And you can feel it, right? You can feel it. You're climbing over the zombies. I have this magnet on my fridge and it says warning, zombie outbreak. And every time I see it, I'm like, The Walking Dead be everywhere. Just a random zombie joke there. Professional reward. So the scout, someone's gonna see your talent. If you keep believing in it and you stay on your path, you just keep putting in the work, be receptive to not being in control, like being in control of yourself, but be receptive and be open to having a really open mind. Not everything's in your control. Like, be open to things you can't even imagine coming in for you. Remember, our perception of ourselves is like this, okay? Other people see us differently. Everybody sees us differently. I don't think about how people see me. I stopped doing that years ago because I just felt like it was really unhealthy. And I just work on how I see myself. But then that can be misguiding too, right? So just really working on your talents and mastering them, and being open to change, being open and optimistic to your dreams coming true. You're working towards dreams, but if you open your mind, like what are you going to do? What are you going to do if you get them? Are you going to handle it? Are you going to get overwhelmed? Are you going to be able to carry that load? Do you have a support team? Do you have support to be able to help you manage and carry that? If you want an empire, you need to have support. You need to work as a team. You need to have a network of, not just spirit guides, not just a spiritual team. You need an actual physical team of people who are loyal, who are responsible, who will communicate, who are trustworthy. This is what you need to, you need, it's a big plan. You need to be looking after yourself. Knight of Wands. I feel a Sagittarius energy. Someone with Sagittarius in their chart. I've also got a Libra I'm picking up. Does that hurt my head? Maybe an Aquarius as well that's coming into your life. That's going to bring you some news. They're going to motivate you. They're going to speed up your plan. They might be investing in you. They're going to start moving your creative ideas. They might just bring your ideas to life for you. They're going to be just as passionate about them as you. They really like to help people make their dreams come true. If they can see that you're ready, if they can see that you are invested in you. I just got really warm. Really warm. My heater's not on and it's raining. It's weird. Everything's weird. I just seen 4 ducks flying in the air. So we're definitely protected up in here, and it's raining, which is so nice. So yeah, they're going to be coming in quite quickly too, with a lot of passion, a lot of fire, a lot of hot, a lot of heat. They might be kind of sexy. Watch out! Don't get too distracted. Don't get distracted. I'm celibate, so I get like make sure you keep up with your maintenance, so you don't get too distracted and bashful when your hormones start going crazy. And they can. You've got an offer, a proposal coming in. I think this is coming closer because I've been reading this for a while, and let's just see what we're waiting on. What I think it's this old experience, this old situation. I think once it's clear and it's done, this situation's gonna come in. So it's just like a bit of a heads up. Got the Empress, so pregnancy. Got abundance coming in. Yeah, completion. When this cycle is fully complete, there's gonna be like a little bit of a recovery time, and then it's gonna go very quickly in a new direction. Got the World card here. It's gonna be good if you've been going through it. And I mean going through it, it's gonna change for you, because you might be feeling like, I'm making the right choices, I'm being logical, I'm looking after myself, I'm doing these right things, I'm following my path. Why can't I get a break? Why can't, why does it just go round and round in circles? That's because you're trying to be in control. You need to surrender and release and just go with it. Just go with it. With that, you don't have control right now. You've made the choices. You have spoken up. You have made, you've chosen your direction. You have dealt with things and people that needed to be dealt with. Now you just need to surrender for the divine to bless you, for them to catch you. The divine, your spirit angels, they're watching. There's, the people up there, not people, but the the energies in the other realms, they see everything. You know, these people that have done you wrong, that have hurt you, that have thought you were stupid, taken your kindness for weakness, they've been seen, they've been watched, and they won't be, you know, they're going to get pushed out. And you're going to move into a new timeline. It won't be a problem. So don't waste your energy on this old situation. Just let it leave. You're going to be free to move soon. You're going to be rewarded, definitely. This is an achievement. Your vision will be coming to light. You're going to be going into a sociable time, maybe like party, dinners, business meetings, meeting some new people. Yeah, the ending's over. The change. We've got the Ten of Swords. We've got it upside down. You know that it's been. And we've got the Devil right here behind. In between it. So, yeah, that you're going to get a bit of a break anyway. You're going to get a break from the shit that's been going down. Like, you're not going to be constantly battling. So don't manifest that by thinking that it's just going to keep going the way it's been going. Yeah, holiday. If you've been thinking about manifesting a holiday, Spirit's going to bring that in for you as your reward for saying no for this this cycle. You've got a wish coming true. So whatever you wished for, make sure you're ready for it. You ever just have a wish in the moment, and then you're like, oh my gosh, what if that actually comes true, right? I am the dreamer of my dream. My capacity to tune into the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I'm lost. Yeah, when we speak up, we're speaking up for ourselves out of the love we have for ourselves. I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. Yeah, after all the battles, you've got to bring yourself back to love. You've got to ground yourself and balance it out. When I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided to the light. Yeah, it's time for rest and recovery. Take some time out to just rest. If you need to sleep, sleep. Okay, if you need to move around. If you want to go to the beach and just sit in front of the water, go and do that. Just take some time out for you. Don't be people pleasing. Just really, you've been through some battles, and you need to come back and ground yourself and come back to your soul, to your heart. The universe is really asking you to look after yourself right now, to prepare. It's your gift. Otherwise you're going to get worn out. You probably are feeling a bit worn out. Alright, these are Spirit Messages, Oracle. Learn to ride the waves of life. When faced with difficult times, you can either fight against the current, like that bird out there, or go with it. So ask yourself, what is to be gained by depleting your energy fighting against it? Don't do that to yourself. Don't repress your feelings about shit though either. You need to speak up. have self-control, but don't like... Trust yourself more. Know that you are in the right place at the right time. Opportunities will present themselves to you when they are meant to, all in divine timing. Get excited about the future again instead of fearing it. That's exactly what I was just trying to say. Like, I know you've been through some battles lately, and it kind of puts you into a negative space of expecting more drama, expecting more negativity. And really, that's shifted now. You've been through that, you know, the up and the down. You're riding, we're surfing. You're riding the waves of life. Thank goodness, because like I'm a little bit scared of waves. I would rather surf this crazy life than be out there on a surfboard. Make it your mission to accept all parts of you, the good and what you perceive to be your imperfections. Don't look for any outside validation. It's already within you. Once you realize your true beauty and potential, you will never doubt yourself again. Absolutely. If anything in my reading doesn't resonate with you, don't take it, okay? Just leave it. There's going to be different messages for everybody. The story's not always going to resonate with everybody. It goes with any tarot, anything that you're seeing, any signs that you're getting. And there's going to be interference. The more you are activated, the more awake you are, and you can feel it. Intuitively, you can feel what comes from the light and what comes from the dark, and what comes from your shadow side, and what comes from your intuition, what comes from your higher self. You will learn to navigate these. Self-awareness is key. Take time today to go within and spend time with your soul. Go for a walk in nature and ground yourself. Meditate, listen to your favorite music. Do whatever you enjoy most today. That's a good, really good way to come back to yourself. And it's really restorative as well. It's when you've been through a stressful period and you know, you need to do some inner work, some inner healing. Your mind, body, and soul. Trust the wait. You are being prepared for your blessings. In order to receive, you have to be ready to receive. Things you are doing, things you're going through now are not random. Trust the flow of the universe. Yeah, these are lessons. They're building us. They're building us into who we need to be for what's coming next. It's not personal. That is like one of the biggest, most powerful things I have learned lately, and I am so grateful for the lesson, for the understanding that the things people do have nothing to do with us. What people do, how they treat us, it's all got to do with them. What happens to us in life, it's not personal. Okay, it's either a blessing or a lesson, and it's not personal. Don't take anything personally. If someone, treats you badly, remember that's them. That's their perception, that's their thoughts, that's their feelings, that's their unhealed trauma. It has nothing to do with you. It might have been projected at you, but it actually has nothing to do with you. So don't let it upset you. Don't take it on. Don't let it hurt you. Don't take it to heart. See it for what it is and deal with it accordingly, okay? Put your boundaries up, walk away. Don't take anything personally. My God, it took me 35 years and to get to that space of realizing, and I've even got it painted on my wall. But it takes, you can see something, and then it takes time and it takes experience to understand something on a deeper level. You can read the same thing over and over again for 20 years and read it on a different level, We understand things at different perceptions when our perception changes, when we grow into it. some people will never understand the things that we have learnt. You can say it to them and they will never know how you see it. They will never understand it the way you see it. Oh my gosh, these little birds, these big birds picking on the little birds. Aww. So many birds in my house, honestly, just every kind of size. Look past what you see. Look past what you feel are your incapabilities. Instead, focus on everything you have achieved so far. It is okay to acknowledge your weaknesses, but keep in mind that they don't define you. Your strength and beautiful soul are clear for all to see. Exactly. We're not, I don't see things as weaknesses. Or, we have our strengths, but that's not the way my mind works. I don't see strengths and weaknesses. I see things, at different levels of learning. You might have just learned something and you might have 5 years to go till you've mastered it, but you've started it. You might have something you've been doing for 20 years. And, you're always going to learn more about something. You cannot completely master something because everything's always evolving and developing. Everything is continuous. Even, we are always developing. We're never fully grown. Nothing is, everything can develop. Even like a house, you build a house and you complete it, and it's a house, but it can be developed. It can fall apart if you don't maintain it. Houses after 20 years, most people do them up and they completely, change the whole house. And everything, absolutely everything is developable. Is that a word? Developable. I'm pretty sure that's not a word, but it can be developed. It can be evolved. You know what I mean? Everything's interchangeable. Everything can be changed. And I think that's amazing. Oh, there's a little fantail. Fantails are very spiritual here. They're naughty. I love them. I love naughty things. Usually a sign of sneaky behaviour. Still gorgeous birds, but they're a little bit of a warning. Let go of the old and make way for the new. You may find yourself being distracted by random thoughts, fears and doubts. Don't allow yourself to be governed by them. Simply observe and choose to take aligned actions and choices. You wouldn't plant a seed and then dig it up every few minutes to see if it's grown. So why do you keep questioning yourself? Your hard work and your decisions. Have patience, stop overthinking, keep watering your seeds. Yeah. So if you're feeling unsure, if you're feeling, just you do go through a bit of a funny period when you've just planted a seed, right? Have I done the right thing? Is this going to progress? Is this, have I followed my intuition properly? Learning to take those thoughts and that stuff and just completely be confident. This is where it's at. If it's wrong, it's wrong. But this is what I've done. Stick to your choice 110% and keep working towards it. Keep working. You know what you're doing, okay? And just don't let there be room for this wishy-washy, fishy stuff. Try and keep just discipline, okay? Discipline is what will really get you where you need to be, and quick too, a lot quicker. So don't be unsure about it. Just be disciplined, practice, and change little things around you. When you change little things around you, it changes big things around you. I've been dreaming. I've been dreaming. My dreams are real interesting lately. Actually, I don't think I've been dreaming. I think I've been traveling. So if I've come to see you, no. No, I feel like I've gotten visited. I don't even think I have to go anywhere. The divine fruit. As I work to improve and free myself, I strengthen my foundations. My intellect is light, my heart is warmth, and my soul is strength. I am nurtured by the divine sun. The fruit I bear reflects my inner light. Don't let anybody ever make you feel like your inner light is not bright. Don't let them ever make you feel like you are not loved and like you are not a good person and like you do not have a beautiful soul. Have the courage. I am stronger than fear and bigger than doubt. I am light and I remain light. I trust in God and I stand tall before the tests of life. I grow and become wiser through every challenge. I am a being of new life. If you are in we shift, right? We go through different shifts. Some of those shifts can be really hard. Sometimes we're in a space of anxiety, of fear, of disbelief, of entrapment. Sometimes those shifts can just feel like they last forever. But the point is to remember is to shift them. Okay, don't get stuck. Some people can literally get stuck there for like 5 years because they just won't let go of it. That's when you've got to release control and you've just got to shift. You've got to just you've got to surrender to the flow and be like, yep, I see this. This is normal. This is not who I am. My pain is not who I am. The things I've been through, the way people have treated me, does not make me who I am. It is an experience. This is an experience. This is an experience right now. There's no good or bad experiences. Some of them feel like shit. Some of them feel horrible. And you're like, oh, I just want this shift to be over. I just want to move through this. Oh, I hate this. Oh, I felt like this before. Oh, we're back here again. You know, it goes around like this. I just remember in those moments, affirmations can really help. Self-soothing. Sit with your inner child and talk to your inner child like you were sitting with a child, and just say you're okay. You're okay. You are loved. You are worthy. You are welcome. You are appreciated. You are special. And just really lift yourself up. Look after yourself. Go and have a bath. Curl up in bed. Put like a nice movie on. Just bring your frequency up to carry you through, and it will shift. You will always shift through it. Be really, really sensitive to energy too, really sensitive to things when you're, the more activated you are. So learning to own and control that sensitivity. The calm. I breathe, live and grow the light within me. I do one thing at a time and focus on the present moment. I cast off my doubts. All fear dissipates and I find peace in my being. Yeah, it's about finding peace. Breath work is fantastic. Some big, deep breaths. Everything turns to light. I work to improve myself, embrace all that life brings to me and transform darkness into light. I allow myself to grow and become stronger. Yeah, be patient with yourself. Allow yourself time to change. Time to grow. Success. I grow and thrive in the universe. Why do I keep stuttering? I don't stutter. I don't stutter. That's not something I do. Random. Sorry, anybody who does stutter. I'm not mocking you. I'm just laughing at me. I grow and thrive in the universe. I discover the purity of my heart and the higher wisdom that guides me towards victory. I direct my thoughts toward wisdom, clarity, and nurture wisdom. Victory. Love and goodness within me. I am free now. And I succeed in my life. Did you hear that? I am free now. You are free. You are free. You are free to soar. No one can touch you. You are protected. You are free. Tell yourself every day you wake up, I am free. I am free. I am free. Being true. I am true to myself and others. I remove my mask and stop creating illusions. I have confidence with who I am and reveal the good in me. I do not need to hide or prove anything. I replace shame with the power of love and truth. That is exactly true. You are most powerful being exactly who you are. Anybody who doesn't appreciate it, anybody who puts you down for being who you are, is because they are insecure and they do not have the power to take their mask off and show who they are. Okay, don't worry about that. You might have to fight some people for being authentic. They're going to want to fight you, but just fight them by being even more authentic. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with, don't show all your cards to people that don't deserve to see your cards. But just, your power is definitely authenticity. Don't be afraid of showing who you are and being who you are, because your soul is beautiful. Okay, should we do some love cards before I go? At 47, 44, 33. Let's just do a read on these ones. I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun, flirting, want to date. So someone's got their eye on you. Could be energetically, could be social media, could be at work, could be through friends, but there's definitely someone who's like, damn, you're cute. Someone can see your soul. So keep showing it, keep being you, keep being gentle. Confirmation, my ear's doing its thing. It must look weird, eh? It happens, I do that. My little tick when my ear starts doing its thing. Ooh, a twin flame? A twin flame, you say? I've been through so many states of that twin flame journey, that I was stuck in this karmic cycle for 4 years till I left town, and it's the most, honestly, one of the greatest feelings in the world when you beat your spiritual narcissist and they no longer have power over you no matter what they do. I've had cars sitting outside my house yesterday. I went to leave, and I won't go too much into detail, but I see all the signs and all the synchronicities and stuff, and I know who they're attached to. when people send their flying monkeys to me, there's different things that'll show me what they're attached to, and then I know who they belong to. But this is creepy old dude, which he was just, you know, just fucking. Anyway, like fully caught him too, because I get alarms. I see things, and so I go to drive out my driveway. I had therapy yesterday, and then he just didn't see me coming, and I'm sitting there and I'm staring at him. I'm like, who the fuck are you? Watching him, and then I read the number plate, and I'm like, I know who you belong to. And he's like, looks at me like something of a fucking cartoon show, and I'm like, and I just fully caught him, fully watching, and he's just driving along slowly, staring like a fucking paparazzi or something. And take a photo, bro, to last longer. I can't remember where I was going with that. Spiritual manipulation. So good. Like the movie The Labyrinth. You have no power over me. Once you break the spell, you take that power back. So good. And then they just destroy themselves. So trust the process. Trust yourself. You know, just trust the process that one day the spell will break. Keep moving forward, keep loving yourself. That'll literally break the spell if you're under any kind of spiritual manipulation. You know, break the spell yourself, and ask to break any magic, like black magic spells. Write it down, light a candle, light the piece of paper on fire. Ask the universe to remove and uplift any black magic surrounding you, on your name, on your property, and ask to have those people blocked. Okay, ask to have those entities blocked from your energy, and keep working at it. The Grim Reaper, the relationship is over, no second chances. Grow and transform your life. Yeah, move on, motherfucker. One day it'll just be part of the past, right? One day it's just going to be a story, and you don't even want to tell it because it's not fucking worth it. You are free. Reminiscing, keepsake. Oh, look, camera. Yeah. Cameras. You are free anyway. Even if people are watching you, just don't give them the power and letting it upset you. People will always be watching you if you're doing something interesting. Learn from the past and make new good memories. Release the old ones so that you've got room to make new ones, right? Listen to your intuition, so if anybody is watching you, you can catch them. I should have got out of my car and chased them like a crazy bitch, eh? Next time, I'm going to do that. I'm going to just start screaming and chasing them and looking like a crazy person. Or I'm just going to, start doing some crossbow training, right? I feel lately like I might just start practicing with my crossbow so I can be a master at it. Yeah, so we've got the end of a narcissistic relationship here. Stabbed in the back, heartbreak, pain, deception, shocking attack. This might have come to light recently. Meeting someone new, dating, getting back out there. So let this shit go, okay? Let it go. You've got things, and they've been trying to come in for a while, okay? This will affect this. You've got to let that old stuff go. Forgive. Realize that's just who they are. It has nothing to do with who you are. And people are always going to take your light. They're going to try and take your light. So just, as they say, take it as a compliment that you're a powerful, beautiful, gifted person. And no. Just tell, no, you can't have it. It belongs to you. Don't let anyone dim your light. Don't let anyone take your energy. Just put your boundaries in place, move on, let it go. Become your new version of you, and they can't touch you. They can't come with you. They can no longer see you. They'll move on to something else that they can feed off. Because if they can't feed off you and get anything from you, they will move to a different... They need to feed, right? Like a vampire. They need to suck the blood, the energy, the life force out of something. So if you tell a narcissist no and you stop feeding it, it will move on and be the next person's lesson, right? Learn the lesson, move forward. Don't fucking do it again. Learn the lesson. Learn to read people, recognize people. Don't get yourself into situations where you're vulnerable. And if you do, have a community of people around you who you trust. Boat, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. Yeah, so things are closing at the moment. Oh shoot. What's that about? Someone's missing you, and they're not a narcissist, but they've got what you need. Maybe somebody else has just gone through a shitty situation as well with a narcissist, and it's made them see, oh, someone wants to date you. They're a good person too. They're not going to gaslight you. They've been gaslit as well. They have been abused as well. Unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. Make sure you're giving yourself a lot of love after this situation, okay? And give yourself heaps and heaps and heaps of love. Fill your cup. Fill your cup. Stability, security, permanence. You've got to remind yourself how to love again after you've been through an abusive or narcissistic situation, because you put your walls up and you get defensive, you got your sword out, and you get used to fighting and being defensive, that you close up. And when that situation is gone and it's done and you're safe again, you need to work on opening yourself back up with yourself, slowly, gently, raising your frequency and getting full of passion again. Like, don't stay in that energy. Don't stay there. Otherwise they win, right? They're winning. If they get to keep you there, then they're winning, all right? You're strong enough to just move through it, okay? You know how to love yourself. You know how to make yourself happy. They lost, okay? You won because you saw it for what it was. You released yourself. You got away from it, and they can no longer touch you. They can no longer take from you. You are the victor. You are the survivor. You are going to grow from this experience, and they never will, okay? Make sure you know that. You just learned a lesson. It was a lesson, which, in terms is a blessing. A blessing. So you learn a lesson, you get rewarded with a blessing. So don't get stuck in the lesson that's over now, and so that you don't see your blessing that's coming. You've got to look at the lesson and say, thank you for the lesson. I've grown. That was shit. I'm not going to do that again. I understand it had to happen because now I'm a better person. I'm a bigger person. I have more of an understanding for life and for where I'm going, and it put me onto this path. It made it directed me over here where I'm going to walk straight into my blessing, straight into their arms, right? They wake us up. They wake us up, and it is not something to be sad about. I love romance. I made these cards. Alright, let's see if there's any messages for you in here. And then I think we'll finish up there. I'll finish up with the Egyptian god cards. I'm doing good. I hope you are too. I'm healing. This is someone from afar who's been keeping an eye on you, but they haven't come forward yet because the timing's not right yet. They're waiting to be for their intuition to tell them green light. But they just want you to know that they're doing good and they hope you're okay and that they're healing. And be my baby. Be my baby. Won't you be my baby? Yeah.
What's my phone number?
I'm in the middle of my reading.
I need my phone number.
Well, give me like 10 minutes. Sorry. I want a family. I don't know how to commit. I feel that. I've been going through that. Commitment's not easy for everybody. Not everybody's been in like long-term relationships. Not everybody's seen commitment. Long-term commitment. I'm chasing you now. I'm chasing you now. I hope you are happy. You might be learning commitment. I know I miss our cuddles. I've been crying. What was I saying? Yeah, I've got this book. And it's called The 10 Commitments. And it's kind of like the 10 Commandments, but they're made into commitments. And I read it 2 years ago to help me learn about someone wants you to spend the night with them. Run with me. Let's dance together. Ooh, I got a bit of an admirer. Somebody wants to play. Hopefully I get to see you again one day. Yeah, learning commitment. Remember, like, life is about learning. You don't have to know everything. And you know, sometimes you meet someone and you can learn that together, right? If you can commit to a narcissistic relationship and put up with their bullshit, right? For how long? You can definitely commit to something that helps you grow and love yourself and love each other, and you build a life together, and you know, it's an amazing way to look at it. Look at the horrible things that were really hard and really difficult that you got nowhere with apart from lessons that you committed to, okay? And imagine putting that devotion and commitment into something that's good for you. Imagine how that would flourish. Imagine the garden you'd create from planting those seeds in the right place. Like, I just seen a swallow. I have one on my arm actually. It says love. Love is coming. So get optimistic, okay? You saved my life. You might be guiding someone without even knowing. Maybe energetically sending them messages, sending them healing, sending them love when you think about them with love. And the tiniest little things can be the biggest thing to somebody else, and you never know. So if you've been sending someone healing, if you've been praying for them, if you have been, you know, just checking in with them, keep doing that. Like, it's the little things that are really huge things in the end, I find. Okay, I'm just gonna I'm not gonna I'm not going to read words today. Remember to be kind. Free falling, fall a little. Don't be afraid to fall. Flow. Flow like a river. Lord, I thank you for being here with us, for protecting us, for allowing me to send these messages and express them to our collective. I wish them healing, hope, love, faith, passion, and thank you, angels and spirit guides, for being here with us today so we could be calm and peaceful and help us on our journey right now. I hope they helped with guidance and even, with your frequency and your calmness. I feel calm. It feels great. So I will check in with you guys maybe tomorrow. I understand I am just starting again and it will take me time to build up my channel. So if you are seeing this, please give it a like. If you like my readings and resonate where I'm at in my readings, click subscribe and welcome. Welcome to our collective. You are loved, you are appreciated, and you are protected here. I have a big community, many communities, so I'm on TikTok as well. I belong to the Normal Myth community. I belong to the Te community in New Zealand that's fighting, pretty much fighting the coercion and for the rights of our people here. I have many communities. Salvation Army, which is a church community. I belong to the church it's not far from my house. I belong to many communities, and everybody who I am, I send love, I send prayers, I send protection, and I look after everybody who is connected to my soul. I am a light worker. I'm a bit witchy. I do magic, but only good magic. I am a protector and I am a lover. I am here to do good. But in saying that, I have a very bright light that exposes the darkness. So I am also here as a warning. If you do mean harm to my collective, I will expose you and karma will be served. As sweet as I look and as kind as I am, it is not a weakness. Do not be fooled. I am very protective. Very much so. Confirmation. God just said, don't mess with her. Don't mess with her. Don't mess with her collective that she's protecting. Move along. Love and light, everybody. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching if you made it this far. And let's keep going on this journey. I'm with you. You're with me. I'll see you later. Take care. Please be safe. I can't reach my phone. Better go get my kid his phone number.